Hi, sir.
Hi Somya, how are you?
Hi, sir. Sir, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
First of all, congratulations on your success. Very
Thank you
happy
so
to see
much.
you, smiley, a very smiling face, and I can see the happiness which you have achieved this.
Yes,
So
sir.
I can as I see Soumya, there's four attempts, right? Like if I'm not wrong, four attempts, and multiple moments where you were success was very close to you, but yet it just slipped away from yourself. Like you were very close, like multiple mains you have given. So how did it feel like when you see your final result and when you saw your name in the rank list? Like how did you feel? That would be the first question from my end.
Well, actually, it was a very grateful moment for me, and it was the culmination of the all the hard work that I put all of the years, for almost like 4 to 5 years since my graduation. So it was a moment of happiness for me and my family. And sir, I was overwhelming after receiving uh, a lot of gifts and a lot of comments regarding me. So it was a very happy moment for me at that time.
Okay. So, and we're very glad that Kingmakers IAS Academy has contributed a bit for your success in this year. And about four attempts, right? Like, what kept you keep on going when many people would have quit? Like, because considering today's generation, many people after their first and second attempt, they just stop. They think that like UPSC is not their cup of tea or something like that. Like they just stop their preparation and move to something else. But you didn't stop. You had the spirit which is required for the UPSC. As a bureaucrat, whatever is required, you had that. And what kept you keep going on?
Sir, actually, there are three, four factors responsible for this. Sir, first, I will count my parents because they were always positively supported me. Even in my failures, they always told me that you will do it, and they always supported me in a positive way. And sir, second factor, I would say that I was clearing prelims every time. So I was confident that if I will do good in mains at least once, then I will clear the exam. So the self-belief, sir, is also one of the factors that kept me motivating throughout the process. And sir, third factor, I would say my friends. I was surrounded by the friends who were not negative at all. Always they were always supporting me from behind. So, sir, I guess these three, four factors have contributed positively in my journey.
Okay. So you mean to say that the UPSC is not a one man battle. Like you need people who trust in you, and you need people surrounding you who believe that you are capable of doing it. So
Yes, sir, definitely. Sir, I always say that the number of times I wrote means my parents with me in the exam
okay,
hall. I felt
okay,
that. So it
okay.
was not me only that was writing means, it was my parents also.
Okay, so success is not just Soumya's today, it's the entire families and the
Yes,
friends.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir,
that's nice. That's
definitely.
nice. That nice. Not taking the credit on yourself, like you have shared it with all the people who have traveled along with you. And I'm very happy that you're blessed with good parents who come along with
Yes,
you in the
sir.
examination as well.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's very nice. And how did you face the pressure, Soumya? Because we know that when we say people that we are going to prepare for UPSC and going to become an IAS, obviously there will be a lot of societal pressures. And even after a few attempts, which we are not able to be converted into successful ones, there must be some kind of comments on the front end or at the back end. Like, how did you face those things and how did you move forward? Because like many people fear having the fear of the societal pressure, they just don't want to take up this preparation even. So how did you face that and how did you reach to this point?
Yes, sir. Sir, I think in this journey it happens with everyone. I divide the challenges of UPSC in two segments. One is academic challenge that everyone faces with the academic subjects, and other is non-academic challenge. So the pressure kind of thing is a non-academic challenge, which we all have to deal with it. And sir, if I say my personal thing, then sir, from my side, I was distant from the people who were creating pressure on me. Like some relatives are there who were constantly like torturing you with some comments that you will not able to clear. At least not on face, but they will tell some other people about you. So, sir, I will distant from those people. And sir, that was the thing that you have to ignore the things. Sir, I think ignorance is the bliss in such cases, and you have to ignore and you have to self-believe in such cases. So, sir, I think your self-belief must be the upper hand over these negative comments. So, sir, this is
Wonderful.
the thing I dealt with it.
Wonderful, wonderful. That shows your experience and maturity. Because tackling the societal pressure and the things with like non-academical pressure, that's a very big task. Even people,
Yes, sir.
academic side, we can, however, it's going to be within us, and we are going to do it in a handle it in a very good way. But the non-academic side, obviously, whatever you said, ignorance is a bliss, and we have to ignore those people who are putting pressure on us. That's wonderful, and hope that will be a very good lesson for the younger generation who is going to be your successors or juniors.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
So that's nice. And now would again, it's not going to not to just follow with the negative things, but then like I see you as a warrior. That is the reason I'm just asking you a few questions on your bounce back itself. So continuation with that, which was your which attempt was the most painful one and why? Like you've given.
Uh, So the most painful one, I will count my second attempt because in that attempt, in my first attempt, I went to the interview, so it was a good attempt for me. But in my second attempt, I failed to clear prelims, so that was a huge setback. As after giving interview, I am not able to clearing prelims, and that was also because of the CSET, not GS. So, sir, the
Oh.
2023 year was the most toughest in this exam because I have to survive the whole year without any seeing the opportunity of mains or interview. So, sir, it was very heartbreaking for me.
That was really a painful moment because the
Yes,
previous attempt you have reached till the interview. In that case, like moving from that pain and starting with the preliminaries, we don't have much time gap between the interview results and the prelims. That itself is a
yes,
big
sir.
task. Okay, nice. So basically, your second attempt, you are not able to clear your prelims. So
Yes,
what
sir.
what did you do for the third attempt? You had a very long duration between the second and the third attempt, right? Like, what was the strategy you followed in that attempt, like third attempt?
Sir, as I get the whole year for the preparation for the third attempt. So, sir, I divided it very strategically. I focused on mains till January. And after January, I focused on prelims. And sir, I was very confident about prelims as in both of my previous attempt, I scored almost 15-20 marks plus in from the cutoff in GS. But sir, the main challenge for me was the CSET. So I gave a lot of time to CSET. I sometimes it happens that I can skip the GS part, but I will have to complete the CSET because that was the main challenge for me. So, sir, I prepared very strategically that how should I proceed. I focused on the PYQs part in both mains and the prelims. And sir, from the exam point of view, I focused on the syllabus pointers. I should not collect the more content, but I have to revise the content and write it in very short manner that I will able to revise in during the mains time. And sir, with this strategy, I proceeded the whole year. And sir, in my third attempt, I also selected as Indian Defense Account Service, but
Okay,
through the
okay.
reserve list of
Yeah.
UPSC, not the main
Yes, yes,
list.
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
yes. Like you have okay. So that was the reason I just wanted to ask you about the third attempt because like if not, I would have directly put it to the this current attempt on what strategy has helped you to score this rank. But like since you have already selected in the third attempt also, like I just wanted to know the strategy what you followed there. And now the following question will be what you have changed this attempt, like what you have improved from the what strategy you have added to your preparation for this attempt and how it helped you to move forward.
Sir, if I will talk about the prelims, then sir, in 2025, I scored almost 120 in GS and 95 in CSET. So according to me, this is like a very good score for prelims. And sir, in prelims, I didn't do anything. I was just reading the newspaper for whole year, and I just solved the PYQs of from 2011 to 2025 for the multiple times. And sir, that was the only thing I did. I even didn't solve the test papers in this attempt because after 2024 attempt there was a very short period of time. So in that time I could only manage the PYQs and the current affairs part. So I didn't focus on the test series that are available in the market, but I just stick to the PYQs and I solved on daily basis in the exam like situation. So sir, that helped me a lot in clearing prelims. And sir, if I talk about mains, then in mains, I compared my mark sheet and my performance with the previous year. And sir, I changed the strategy for those subjects which were not gave me good marks. Like in GS4, I didn't score well in 2024, so I changed a strategy for that paper by referring the copies of toppers and some model answers from the test series. And sir, also in my optional, I used this time I used ChatGPT a lot for new examples, new theories, and the like some theories. If some theories are of Western scholars in sociology, then I will use ChatGPT to fit the Indian counterpart in the same theory. So, sir, for these things, ChatGPT helped me a lot. So, for these subjects which I didn't score well in 2024, I changed the strategy. But for some subjects like GS2, I scored well in 2024 as well. So, I kept it the same. So, sir, this was my whole strategy for mains.
Okay. So that's nice. Like using technology in your preparation, because like
Yes, sir.
the technology A is it is not you can't avoid it anymore. If the person who is going to make use of the AI, they are going to be more successful. And you have rightly said like how you have used the technology in your preparation as well. And what about the interview part? Like what was the reason for your like how was your first interview? And you have seen multiple interviews, and you must be you have seen the changes as well. Like, what is the difference in the for the Soumya who attended the first interview and the recent Soumya who has successfully cleared this time? So, what is the change? What do you change in the interview stages, and how it is like how the mock interviews and the DAF sessions, how it helped you, and what change? What changes you made yourself?
Sir, in the interview, honestly, I would say if I see the Soumya of the first attempt, then I was very underconfident. Even after clearing prelims and mains in my first attempt, I was not that confident. So, sir, I scored a very less in my first interview. But, sir, after that, after seeing a lot of challenges and after spending a lot of time in this preparation, and sir, I also met with some friends who also face the same problem. Then I realized that I'm not the only one who is facing such kind of situation in this exam. And sir, I worked a lot on my confidence. I gave a lot of mocks in my successive attempts. So sir, mock interviews helped me in gaining the confidence. And also, I was able to express well when I'm talking in front of such eminent personalities in the mock interviews. So, sir, it helped me a lot. And sir, I also made a group of friends who are giving interviews. So we always practice. We didn't skip a single day for practicing the questions and the current affairs. So the daily group discussion always helped me in my interview. So, sir,
Okay,
I think the confidence is the only factor that will bring you from that side to this
okay.
side.
Okay, fine, fine, fine.
Yes, sir.
Understood. So you mean to say the first attempt that if you would have had the confidence, you would have cleared in the first attempt itself. So that
Yes,
is
sir. My
what.
mains score was good in three mains. So
Mhm.
mains was not the problem. The problem was interview for me.
Interview,
Yes, sir.
fine. So maybe if you have got the right guidance and the mentor in the first attempt itself, you would have done very well in your interview as well. So
Yes,
how did
sir.
this interview go, Soumya? Like this time, like how was your interview? Can you just share your interview experience? Like what kind of questions were asked to you, and how you what answers made them to give you a good score? So can you just share that?
Sir, my interview this time was good. And sir, they just asked the question from the detailed application form only and some
Yeah.
current affairs part also. As I'm from Bhopal, so the first question comes in the mind is Bhopal gas tragedy to everyone. So the interview started from there only, and they proceeded. If you are the district magistrate and same event happens in the current time, then how will you handle? And this kind of question. Then, sir, the Delhi air pollution. My interview was in January. At that time, the pollution was at peak. So they were asking from the air pollution part. And sir, my interview was also about the sociology because my graduation is in sociology and my optional is also sociology. So they asked a lot of questions from the sociology, like who is your favorite sociologist? And I told Max Weber. So they asked theories of Max Weber and these kind of questions. And sir, my hobbies, I wrote um, reading books and listening audiobooks is my hobby. So they asked favorite author, favorite books, and what kind of genre do you like. So these kind of questions. And it was totally dev based this time. And some current affairs questions were also there, like the Bengal SIR was in news at that time. So they asked that question. So for the basic questions was there only.
Okay. So the board were kept you comfortable and your answers were also confident. So I think that is the reason you have got a good score. Uh,
Yes, sir.
yes, yes, Soumya. Okay, fine. So, Soumya, like one more thing is that like everybody, like like time is the only thing which teaches many people what to be done. But considering you have a time machine which you can travel to your first attempt, Soumya, what will be the first three things you will tell to yourself, like that would have given success in the first attempt itself?
Sir, first I will say the confidence because during
Nice.
interview uh, I didn't score well because of my underconfidence, and that was the reason I was out of the list. And so second thing I will tell the clarity. I was not having the clarity on many subjects like GS4. I was not practicing that much about the GS4 part. So in mains, I could have scored well if I practiced during the mains. So that was also the reason. And sir, third, I will say, sir, as it was my first attempt, so it was not my fault. It was the fault of the time also, because we have 9 papers, and in first attempts, it's very difficult to manage all of these together. So I skipped some sections of optional, and they came into the exam in the form of questions. So it hit me hard during the exam also, and I didn't score well in my paper two optional.
Okay.
It was a very average score. I scored 122. So I could have scored well if I didn't skip the some sections of my optional. So sir, never skip anything. I will say, even, especially the questions which have repeated in the PYQs.
Okay.
So these things I will say never do.
Okay. Okay, so confidence is the first thing which you wanted to tell Soumya. And second thing is that like not to skip any part, like it's
Yes,
not,
sir.
can't take a call on this part will not be asked again and mostly all the PYQs.
Yes,
So
sir.
okay, fine. Nice. So again, coming to the prelims point, like since you said like in the second attempt you didn't clear your prelims with, and that too because of CSAT. Today, many aspirants take CSAT in a very light way. Considering we are having the prelims in the upcoming month, there are a lot of students from Kingmakers also who are going to appear for the exam. Like, what do you think about CSAT? Like, and what was the reason for the failure, and how did you change it? Like, what? And then in this attempt, you said you have scored around 90 plus. So
Yes, sir.
tell me, like, how do you want the students to look at CSAT and how we should be taking care of that paper?
So the first and the foremost thing, never ignore CSET because it is becoming a challenge for like more than 50% of the aspirants. So
Mm-hmm.
even sir, some engineering students are failing in the CSET. So that is the very sad thing about that paper. So, sir, I think never ignore it. And, sir, secondly, we have to analyze PYQs very well because CSET is not about knowing everything. Like, if there are 80 questions, then they are not supposed to solve us the 80, all of the 80 questions. They are just telling to score 66. So, we have to segregate and identify which section is easier for me. And it is different for different individuals. So, for identifying that, we have to analyze PYQs very well so that we can identify themes and the repetition of the questions that which segment has repeated a lot in successive years. So, sir, that is the most important thing that analyze PYQs. And, sir, also the themes they are repeating in the exam. We have to do a lot of work like number system and permutation and combination are the two chapters which are continuously coming in the exam. So, sir, they should not be ignored. Sir, even in after my second attempt, I solved some of the CAT questions for number system and permutation and combination. So, never stop yourself for putting hard work. Like in CSET, we sometimes ignore it and we take it lightly that we can solve it in the last month only. So, sir, that should not be there. We have to focus since the day one on the CSET. If we are not able to clear the exam, then we have to focus on it. If especially in the case of those students who have already failed in the CSET, they have to focus on the exam since day one. And sir, solving PYQs is important, analyzing PYQ is important, and sir, also giving mock test is very important. I gave like a CSAT test in every fourth day since Feb. So there were like 30-40 tests of CSAT only. So it
Okay.
helped me to jump this use in the exam.
Okay. So basically, which is your strong area in CSAT? Like because many students they've shift between the reading comprehension part and the aptitude and reasoning. So do you think that is a safe call? Like considering only the reading comprehension and attempting the exam, will that be fine, or what is your call on that?
Sir, after solving a lot of test papers, I realized that I have to solve 50 questions.
Hmm.
Anyhow, I have to reach to the 50. So I will solve all the reading comprehension without thinking that it would be wrong or right. Because I can't take, because if I am solving the 50 question, then I will gain the confidence that I can score 66 very well, very easily. And I can't solve maths. If the maths part is very tough, then I can't solve it. So I will choose the question from the reasoning part and the aptitude part, and I will skip the mathematics part. So, sir, the comprehension, reasoning, and aptitude, these were my forte, and I skipped the maths for most of the time. So, sir, this was my strategy. But if anyone is comfortable in maths, then even solving 30 question can work if you are solving it totally right. So, sir, it depends on the individual to individual.
Okay, okay, nice. So because like many students have the like me, like whatever you're asked, whatever I'm asking is going to help the beginners who are going to start their preparation as well as the people who are already in the preparation. So that is why I'm asking you a few questions on your, based on your experience. And the second thing, like the question which I want to ask you now is like, which is tougher, prelims or mains? Which you feel the toughest one? Or maybe the interview can also be asked because like that is we when we have 275 marks for the interview as well. So which one do you think is the most toughest one, and which one should you focus on? You focus more, prelims, mains, or interview?
Sir, I would say mains is something which helps to clear the exam, but interview is something which help to gain the desired rank. So,
Okay.
so sir, mains is very important to clear the exam. If you are doing good in mains, then at least you will be in the list. Yes, I can't say the rank. That depends on the interview marks. So,
Mm-hmm.
sir, there are different challenges for different stages. In prelims, you have to give a lot, a lot. You have to revise books a lot of times. Like I revised in my first attempt like 10 to 20 times each book, sometimes 20 times also the NCRTs, geography NCRT, the Lakshmikant. So these were the books I was revising for almost 15 to 20 times. So, sir, it takes a lot from our side. But, sir, in mains, we have to do it very strategically because we cannot cover everything under the sky. So, we have to very stick to the syllabus and do accordingly. So there are different challenges at different stage. But if I say my personal point of view, then prelims and interview were the toughest stage for me, and I could handle mains if I compare with the prelims and the interview part.
Okay, okay. So for Soumya, you're saying like the mains part is not going to be difficult. It's only the prelims and the personality test which is going to, which you felt from your out of your
Yes,
experience
sir.
felt it is difficult. So is that because like you had your graduation from sociology background? Is that the reason that you feel that the mains is you're more comfortable with the mains perspective? Does it mean like students from that same background should be taking the same optional that is going to help them in their preparation?
Sir, I will not say that was the reason, sir, because my graduation was from 2019 to 2021, and that
Mhm.
was the COVID year. I didn't attend the
Okay.
college and I didn't give the exam. So
Okay.
I will not count that part, that
Uh,
factor. And sir, I will count only as, sir, I thought about UPSC during my college itself. So
mhm.
I focused on mains since my day one. So mains was the comfortable part for me because I practiced it well and I made notes. I was very comfortable with the questions that were asking in the exam at that time also. So sir, I think the practicing mains made me comfortable with the mains. And sir, prelims,
Okay.
as the competition is very high, as 6 to 7 lakh students are appearing for prelims, and there is like every coaching is making hype about prelims only. So that hype and the fear of prelims, so that made it a little difficult for me.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Understood. I mean, I previously even understood because, like, as you said, when what you did for the last attempt, you said, like, I've not given any test series of any of the academies. You're just
Yes,
doing
sir.
with PYQs and newspaper reading.
Yes,
And
sir.
again, since the prelims, upcoming prelims is hardly like 50 days left, what strategy you will, share with your younger generation for the students of Kingmakers IAS Academy for the next few weeks or few months? Like, what should be the strategy for this prelims?
Sir, I think now the time has come for the prelims, and the students should have to shift to the PYQs because the PYQs provides a point of view that how will ask UPSC in the real exam. Because sometimes test papers are using the kind of language that is not relevant to the UPSC prelims exam. So I would say that from test series we have to shift ourselves to the PYQs and solving them in 2 hour situation like sometimes students say we already know the answer of PYQs, then why we have to solve them multiple times. So here we don't have to see the answer is A or B. We have to see why the answer is A or B. So the why part is very important if we see the PYQs. So that should be the focus of a student now. And sir, also revising the static subjects because I think current affairs is becoming a myth in prelims. They are not giving the any straightforward facts from the current affairs. They are giving random facts which are not even in the newspapers or the current affairs magazine. So, sir, I think the 80% of the paper can be solved from the static part. So we have to focus on the static subject, especially the polity, economics, environment, and geography. These four subjects, I think, are the basic which help us to clear the prelims. So, sir, solving PYQs and sticking to the static should be the goal, and revising them multiple times
Yeah.
is also one of the factor.
Fine, 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 fine. That was nice. Like, actually, you gave a roadmap for the success this year. So we'll ask the students to follow. Like, as their juniors, they'll be doing it. And
Yes.
any one mistake which you want them to avoid, like many aspirants, whatever they're doing, like in that preparation time, maybe it's prelims, mains, or interview, or as a whole. What one thing which you will suggest to the aspirants to avoid, to skip so that their success becomes, more. I mean, they can easily reach the success in the initial stages itself.
Sir, I would say sir, in the current times, there are a lot of resources available in the market, and if we find any topper stock, then there are multiple toppers. If we see the YouTube also, so sir, I think the don't follow anything blindly in terms
Okay.
of resources, in terms of topper. If I am liking some topper, then I can't follow them blindly just because they got rank. Because there is a difference in that topper and in my personality, in my strategy. My strength are different from that topper's strength. So don't follow anyone blindly. Analyze your strength, analyze your capability, and work accordingly and make your own strategy. Because if there are 1,000 aspirants and they are clearing the exam, everyone has their own strategy. Some people have focused more on prelims, some people have focused more on interview, some people have focused more on mains. So you have to analyze yourself very well after before giving any of your attempt. So, sir, analyzing yourself and like you can't told like you can't be false with yourself. You have to be very transparent with yourself. So that is the most important thing, I think.
Fine. So you mean to say like there's no one particular strategy that fits all.
Yes, sir.
Like each and every person is unique, and first of all, we have to know our strength and weakness, and based on that, we have to be doing it. And
Yes, sir.
what is the most important strength which you possess, Soumya? Like which I was like you are a successful topper now, so which you had in yourself, and the one which you developed from after the preparation, after starting your preparation.
Sir, I will say the discipline and consistency. I was even consistent on the days I was not motivated. So, sir, I think consistency is the key to clear this exam. If you are not scoring good in the prelims test paper, like in my first test, I still remember in my first test I scored just 50 marks out of 200, and in the real exam we target at least 100. So, sir, I think after such moments of downturn in your journey, you don't have to stop at that time. You have to be consistent with your preparation. You have to learn something from your failures. You have to not give up on things. So, sir, I think consistency and discipline was the thing that helped me to sail through this journey. And sir, I think it is the important factor for each and every aspirant who are aspiring a good rank.
Nice, nice. Like, yeah, like as you said, like UPSC is not just about knowledge, it's about your consistency and discipline that helps you
Yes, sir.
reach the success. That was wonderful, Samya. And one last thing which I want you to share is that, like, your wishes for Kingmakers IAS Academy students who's going to appear for the prelims this year. Like, because, like, we will be happy to share your strategies and feedbacks to the students who are going to appear this year. So, how did we help? Like we know, like we just contributed part, a little bit of your to your success. So how was the PTGB program, personality program, helped you? Like with that, and we'll finish this session.
Sir, I still remember when I gave the interview, then they asked me one question about the Delhi's air pollution, and that was repeated in my main interview as well. So in my main
Okay.
interview, I remembered that moment of the
Okay.
interview part that it was asked in the Kingmakers. So I think, sir, the kind of questions the board member asked in the mock interview, they were very good, and they were based on the depth that was reflected in my main interview as well. So, sir, I
Okay.
think the mock interview helped me a lot to already see the interview-like situation before the interview. So, I think it contributed in my journey.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Somya. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable experience and your success stories and as well as the strategies. So today, so I see Somya not just as a topper. I just see you as a story of patience, perseverance, and unshakable belief. It was like it's not about. I mean, it's you have clearly shown that UPSC is not for people who, fear of their failures. It's about bouncing back and fighting with it, and you have done that, and I'm very really happy for you. And on behalf of Kingmakers IAS Academy and our director Bhupinathan sir, I wish you a great success in your bureaucratic journey, and hope you do your best in the part of nation building. Thank you so much, Soumya.
Thank you so much, sir, for all of the wishes. Thank you.
Thank you.